I need everybody to say their sexual position.
Oh. What?
Yes.
Teen top.
Wait, go ahead. So that's your story. You're sticking with it,
and that's what I'm sticking to.
Okay.
See your face in the mirror, endless reflections from my mind. We could have been if you just tried.
Could be detrimental to the relationship. Do you agree, Tehran, or disagree?
Yeah, I agree. Because people evolve, they change constantly, and you got to be able to adapt to who they are, and you have to be willing to learn who they are as time go on. Because what you were 5 years ago may not be who you are today. And you got to be able just to learn and understand them.
Number 8 is make him laugh a lot. Number 9 is be easy to please.
Oh yeah.
Do you agree?
Hell yeah.
I think laughter is healing.
Laughter, you gotta be.
Laughter
I'm
is
very
power.
funny.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you can't laugh, I crack a joke, and you just stone cold faced all the time.
Being easy to please, I don't agree with that though, because
so explain that. You break that down.
It doesn't allow your partner to reach for more and get more. Right, to be challenged. If you allow them to get you 1 rose compared to wanting a dozen roses, but you always allow the 1 rose, you're always gonna get that 1 rose.
Okay, I'm gonna read what it has here. Don't be such a hard ass all the time. You don't have to make yourself emotionally available all the time, but at least make it easy for your man to feel like he's making you happy. There's no reason to be so judgmental over small things, so turn every effort into a positive experience.
But sometimes those small things are important.
I knew you was gonna say something. Cause this is reading to you.
That's just those small things. You can't do that.
Number 10 says be patient.
Love is patient, love is kind. I get it. However, like, but no. In all honesty, like I am a analytical person, so therefore I typically remember when I'm invested in a situation. I remember just about everything in what you tell me, and it's not because it's something that I want to throw up in your face. It's because I'm allowing you to set the standard in what you're presenting to me. So therefore, because it came out of your mouth, therefore you ought to, because words mean things. So when you come to me and you state X, Y, and Z, that's the accountability piece. And I think that oftentimes we tend to lose the accountability piece.
I mean, communication come in.
Exactly.
Number 11 is listen to his concerns, and number 12 is never be boring.
You can't be boring. Come on.
You can't be boring.
You gotta be thrilling. You gotta do anything.
Something.
Like,
you can't be.
Cause you gotta go like.
And not to go backwards, but I think number 12 leads into why people venture out and why people want an open relationship, because someone could be 33, 35, 48, 42, 27 and set in their ways completely to where, okay, it was hot in the beginning, but I'm changing. I'm changing every day, but you're staying that same person that just can't move on or just evolve. So, okay, now it's making me feel like I gotta venture out and have that open relationship. So I get it. I understand why people do it, but I mean, to that I would just say don't be boring.
Right.
Don't be boring.
See, the thing is, in a relationship, you have to always be constantly evolving together. Right. A point being is, I'll keep it 100 with you. My dude, my boyfriend, love him. He is a social person. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be a club. It could be a bar. It could be a bowling alley, a pool hall. That's just who he is. I am what you just described. I am more set in my ways. Sit at home, chill, relax. Don't have to do much. But because of who my partner is, and I have to compromise, I do go out with him every once in a while. You understand? You have to do that. You have to. it's not gonna go nowhere if you don't.
Number 13 is know what you want and ask it. And you were gonna.
Oh, well, what I was gonna say was because I get accused of being controlling.
Of what?
I hear it all in your voice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All day.
Okay.
I'm about to say, I ain't heard. Look.
It is what it is. Truth be told, I try my best not to be controlled. However, I know what I want, so therefore I'm not. And honestly, this is coming from a person who has played the other side of the other side of the spectrum, where I lost myself within someone. So now that I know who I am going to speak for myself. I am going to voice my concerns, voice my opinions, and let you know exactly what the fuck I want and what I will and won't put up with. Point blank, period. I'm not angry. I really am not angry. Therapy got me through it. But still. But no, in all seriousness, you have to know what you want. You have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, with or without that person, and know that you're okay. And that other person, when they come in,
I hate to say this, but y'all bitter about something. I don't mean to offend. Yo, I met you. Wait. I met you yesterday. Officially, I met you today officially, and I do think y'all are great people, even out of this. But y'all are holding on to something. Because what I don't understand is, we push our kids to, if they fall off the bike, to what? Get back up and try again.
Exactly.
Stop complaining. Wipe it off. Get back up and try again. But it seemed like when it comes to this thing called relationship, you can't dust yourself off and get back on and try again. You so stuck on what went wrong instead of taking what went wrong and making it better for the next one.
but I have.
Right, and you have to continue until you find that one. But you continue this, and I hate to say it, this negative appeal on a relationship, you're never gonna find what you want.
Okay, well let me ask you this.
And this
He's saying because he's in a relationship right now.
No.
You can't even attack that comment. You can't even attack that comment because you're in a relationship right now.
No,
So,
there you go,
at the end of the day, he can talk all he want to say. But
can I say
being a person of, I can accept open, honest, constructive criticism. So being that, you really don't know me, but based upon this
Interaction, right.
this interaction, and you came up with that conclusion, what is it that you have seen to make you come up with that type of
I can tell you
conclusion?
that. I mean, it's the whole video. The whole first episode we just did, and the second episode I can ask you that question because I don't know. I'm just stating,
Well, I mean,
experience.
the reason
But
What can you definitively say?
Everything.
everything we just pointed out is practically
everything is
1
on
through 12 appeals to you.
Yeah.
It does not.
Number 14. Number 14. Be a master of sex. I think this is very
Oh,
important.
hell yeah.
In the worlds of I'm just a bottom,
Sex falling apart.
I'm just a top, I'm just this, I don't do that, I don't do this. You got to be able to, like Paris said,
Sex anywhere or?
I am what my man wants me to be. That's a powerful quote. You have to be that. You have to be what your man wants you to be, because if you're not gonna do that, somebody else will be what your man wants him to be.
Well, y'all listening, boy? Look, y'all listening?
And do it well. Don't use teeth. Do you like it?
15.
Be protective rather than jealous. That's a good one.
Definitely.
Jealousy. Sometimes you gotta
But it's okay.
make a little
okay to
jealous.
feel a little jealous.
You gotta spice it up a
Be a
little
little
bit.
jealous.
Oh, yeah,
You don't have to. You don't have to show it though. You don't have to show it. You're jealous without showing it.
Right.
Just to the point of where you're jealous.
Right, don't
Yeah.
You get jealous all the time. I see him in the club. Dwayne be over there talking to somebody you don't even know who it is, and you huffing and puffing and woo ha ha.
Don't put it
I
on.
know I'm not gonna huff and puff because
I'm just bold and blunt. We bold and
you
blunt.
trying to buy us a
I mean, I agree with that comment because it's like if your partner is attractive, then how many other people gonna think they're attractive too?
Yeah.
So
It's the conversation.
you just know that somebody else is gonna think they're attractive. They may want to talk, but it's your partner's job to shut
not
that
take
down.
that far.
Shut that down. You know, don't be judging like, okay, I know my boo's gonna handle it.
But I think what would protect that is going back to the point that said make sure that people know that he is yours.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you do that, there's no reason for someone to be jealous. Number 16, win the heart of his dog.
What the fuck?
The dog. So what if they got no dog? We got a child, a baby. What if we got a baby?
If it's a kid, win the heart of the kid.
Okay.
Win the heart of the pet. I think that's.
I mean, that's good.
cute.
That's good.
Strive to keep the passion alive.
Definitely. Oh, no.
Wait,
We got a special guest. We got a special guest in the building.
We're getting a doggy.
We got a special guest.
Oh, he's adorable.
This is Dwayne's dog, Israel.
He's so adorable.
Israel.
He like, y'all just locked me up. Now you bringing me out.
It's called Peter.
He was acting bad.
Number 18 is plan activities together.
Definitely.
I think that's huge.
That's
Plan
key.
and execute activities together.
Yeah.
All right, you better go ahead and
I know-
speak to your boo.
I know.
On that boat ride the other day in Miami.
Number 19. Number 19, please.
Inspire him to be a better person by example. You can't ask for something if you're not giving it. Right.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Number 20, affirm how sexy he is every day.
Agreed.
Yes,
Goes back
indeed.
to what I
Make them
said.
feel good.
Even if he asks you and don't put lotion on the ankles, just say, baby, here's some jerkins. You look hot. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
And some oil. Some coconut oil.
Right.
Some coconut oil too. What you need?
Number 21, remember his favorites of everything.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Do you know your man's favorite color?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Orange.
Do you know your man's favorite color?
Somewhat.
Oh.
He has a lot of them. He wears. He looks good in everything.
Oh, that's good answer.
That's all. That's saved it, right?
But no, he likes green.
Great. Paris, what's Dwayne's? Oh, okay. You better say that fast. That's the Leo right there. That's what I'm talking about. Number 22. Give him no reason not to trust you.
Hold on. That's the piggyback to like the jealousy stuff. Like, so you piggyback right there.
Wait, whatever.
If you add it in,
Yeah.
And that's like piggyback to like the.
And that also goes back into insecurities within
That piggyback
themselves.
with
Gotcha, right.
Now skip that. Next.
Number 23. Let him know how important he is to your life.
Okay.
That's very important.
That's like just
communication.
because. That's like when that just because coming in. Like it was like another like a day. You know what I'm saying? Like you send them flowers or you know what I'm saying. You send them like some candy or you know what I'm saying, shit like that. Like that's true.
Send me an edible arrangement.
Or they walking out house, shit naked as fuck.
Why got the animal arrangement?
You naked, look you naked, cooking some food.
Number
Some roast
24.
potatoes.
Number 24 is don't be afraid to justify your point.
Oh yeah.
But what I will say to that is know when you're wrong.
I'm the one that.
Know when you're wrong.
Okay.
If you're wrong, then you're wrong.
There we
You have to know when you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't say
What
that.
happens if I don't know when I'm wrong?
It says justify your point.
But if you're wrong, you can't justify
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If I feel some sort of way about something, doesn't matter what it is. You need to hear what it is that I'm feeling, whether it's right or wrong.
That goes
Together as a couple, we can
Work it out.
find out what it really, what
Right.
the problem really is. But you have to listen to what the fuck it is that I'm telling you, so that way you can understand why I'm mad, even though it's wrong.
Or if I ask
You
why
may not
feel this way.
understand.
Okay, yeah, no,
But you
I
respect
buy
it. That's a respect issue right there.
I buy
And then it's also it's also about deliverance, because you know, and then it goes back to knowing your man. You know, I'm just saying, piggybacking on to knowing your man and knowing that even though he's saying something a certain type of way, you know that naturally he's not trying to be an asshole to you, and naturally that's just how he's giving that response to you. But you have to know who you're speaking to in order to get that across to one another, because if not, it's going to cause an issue. You see what I'm saying? Because one person might think you might get an attitude, you know what I'm saying? The other person might think that's just going to cause a big ass explosion, and then y'all just not talking. But it has to come to an understanding where if nobody else understands who the fuck it is that's talking, at least y'all know each other. You feel me? Because y'all have to have each other's back at the end of the day.
Right.
So I mean, you have to be willing to listen to him, and he has to be willing to listen to you. So that's very important, man.
Number 25 is know how to compromise.
Yes.
So you gotta compromise.
Amen.
Yes.
But when it's when a person like everything, the two couples like the same thing.
Speak on
They're not
that.
being
Speak.
No, I mean I know a lot of individuals that are in relationships. Shout out to Matrell. Boy, I miss you. You got married, moved your ass on to California. I'm so proud of you. He used to always knock me upside the head with a brick about compromising in a relationship. And my point to him was that I don't think you should have to compromise you and who you are as a person in order for you to be in a relationship. But I mean, and he was like, you need to compromise in everything. And I don't know, I just don't. Hold on. I just don't agree with that, because I think that at the end of the day, I have flaws. We all have flaws, and if you can't see past the flaws and love me for who I am, why should I have to compromise me as a person? Now we can compromise things as far as other things like, okay, I don't like rap music, but I'll let you play it in the car or whatever the case may be. That's compromising. That's compromising, but not the root person in the core of who you are. I just don't agree to that.
But you can say like, baby, don't yell at me in that way, or don't yell at me in purpose. That's a compromise. Even though you may yell all the time, you may say some very colorful language. You
like, bitch, you better watch your mouth.
Yeah. To me, I see that's a compromise. Like, don't embarrass me.
I've had people who, that's not a compromise.
That is a compromise. Some people, some people naturally just some people naturally just cuss all the time and say
that's not compromising.
That is compromising.
That's a respect.
Well, that's compromising to an extent.
Go ahead, TC.
That's compromising to an extent, because if you are raised in that family that curses is another level of compromising. You have to be comfortable or accept him cursing. You know, you have to be comfortable with it. It's not really compromise.
You do it at home. Don't do it in public.
Yeah, that's not really
Dwayne.
I was just going to say, as far as the cussing part goes, like, you know, like with me and him, you know, like the word bitch, you know, like for me, I don't like that. You understand what I'm saying? I can understand when it comes to him and his friends and shit. You know, that's something that y'all do. You know, that's y'all thing. But when it comes to me and respect, don't call me no bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just letting you know that out of respect, that's not something that I like. You know, and that's what the understanding and compromising. Okay, say, baby, I understand that this is something that you don't like, so I would not call you out. You know, to me, that's calling out. Yeah, to me, that is. You know why? Because I know that that's something that you naturally do all the time with your friends. You feel what I'm saying? But when it comes down to our relationship and it comes to a respect thing, and I'm asking you, you know, don't do that to me. That should be a compromise. You say, okay, damn, my baby, you know, that I would never call my baby that, because that's something that he's not into. But if it was my friend, yeah, bitch, what's up, da da da.
But if you slip, you're not gonna get upset about it.
I mean, you know, I would let them know, like, all right, but you know, if you go over and over and over again, then we got an issue. But again, that comes to understanding one another.
But what I'll say to that is, like I said, how old are you?
24.
He has 24 years of being on this earth, being him and who he is, and developing who Paris is. So now I meet this guy that I like, and we cool or whatever, and now all of a sudden I have to change something about myself. That's a progression. It's going to take time. It's not something that you can fix in a day. It's not something you can fix in a week. It's not something you can fix in 2 weeks. Hell, I've been on this earth 24 years, my dude. I just met you. We've been together for a year, 2 years. Give me some time. As long as if I show the effort, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, we just had this talk, and now 7 days done passed, and I ain't see no kind of fucking change, no effort. You still calling me bitch out my name, then yeah, you really don't care. But if it slips up or whatever, you really have to know that, like I said, he has 24 years to y'all too. Right. Give him some time. That's what I would say to that.
I have a question. I have a question.
Yes, sir. What's up?
So, because me and my boyfriend, we talk like that. I'll keep it 100. Like, not to where it's, oh, bitch this, but like, if we're talking, like, if we all just chilling right now just as a friend, and we talking about a story, I'll get up and I'm like, and then this bitch right here was like running quick. But I don't see nothing offensive to that.
But see,
that's what I'm asking.
Right.
One at a time.
That's what an Aquarius is.
Right. No problem. No. And I would knock that because y'all have an understanding within your relationship. You understand what I'm saying? That is something that you and him have. Okay, baby, you can call each other that. But when it comes to understanding one another with our relationship, he's used to using that word all the time. I'm not used to it unless I'm talking to Wes or something, because that's just a friend thing. But when it comes to respect, when I'm talking to my
You talk to somebody else like bitch. Like, okay, well, mind you,
let me
Mine,
finish.
I got a
One at a
story.
time.
It's not
Let
a
the Wayne
contradiction.
talk. Let the
It's
Wayne
not a
talk.
contradiction. You
Let the
know
Wayne
why?
talk.
You have a story.
It's not a
people.
contradiction.
Always
You know
have a
why?
story.
Because at the end of the day, there's a
That's
respect
not right.
level that I have for him. You feel me? He's not my friend. He's not. Well, he's my friend, but he's not just no random nigga on the street where I'm just calling him a bitch. You understand what I'm saying? To me, he's more than that. So I wouldn't just call, yeah, bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bitch, this, that, this what the fuck, bitch, bitch, da, da. I'm not gonna do that to him. But with me and Wesley, shit, it ain't got.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Let me just say this.
It's an understanding.
Hold on. Let me just say this real quick. Dwayne and I don't have the relationship where we call each other bitch. Dwayne is not that type of guy, period.
Yes.
And I have that relationship with everybody else. I'll be like, bitch, shut up. What you talking about? And it slips out to me because I'm just like, so like, what? Bitch is just a word. I used to feel some sort of way about people using nigga, but everybody and their mama using it. There was this 65-year-old man at the where they was getting their nails and toes done in Miami using the word nigga, and I'm like, what? So I mean, the same way that people feel about the word nigga is the same way that people can feel about the word bitch. But I am the one that will say bitch and not even remember the fact that he doesn't really like it. So he's not that type of guy. But moving on to 26. Moving on to 26.
Would that be okay?
This is a good one, and I think is don't tell him what to do. That's a very good thing. As a grown man, you shouldn't tell another grown man what they need to do. Number 27 is stop losing your temper over petty bullshit. Yes, indeed, I agree.
Petty.
Huh?
Holy Ghost.
Petty. I'm gonna call it out, bold and blunt. This whole bitch thing, that's petty. No, don't get into no argument over me calling you a bitch. That's some dumb shit. I'm gonna just call it out. I love them both, but that shit is petty. Not washing dishes. We talked about that in the previous thing. That shit is petty.
But what's petty to you is not petty to him, because if he don't have that relationship with nobody that he don't like that bitch word, period, it's not really his thing, then that's not petty to him.
That's not petty.
If I am the type of person that I love my house clean all the time, and I have the things that my nigga do the dishes, that nigga do the fucking dishes.
And why? And like you said, why should
That's
it be
not
petty?
petty,
Because
that's
that person
important
is
to
how I
me.
feel like- Right. If you supposed to know who they Man, this old man.
Let me tell you, not paying rent. Petty is. Come on, we arguing over dishes, really.
You have to.
But
It's not over the
washing
dishes,
the
it's over
clothes.
the principle.
But what if you
of
oversee-
But listen to it. Hold on. Let me read this. There are more important things in the world. Do you really want to start a fight over small stuff? The more you do that, the less effective you will be when something really big happens. Choose your battles. I think that's very important. Don't you agree, Jeremy?
I didn't even hear what you said.
Just say yes.
Choose your battles. I think you should choose your battles.
You should always choose.
28 is always do the right thing. 29 is know how lucky you are to have him. And 30 is don't be an asshole.
Well,
Don't be an asshole just because you can. Just because you're used to being stuck in that way and you an asshole. Like,
I think those 30 ways, if you genuinely care about being a better boyfriend, I think those 30 ways will actually help. A lot of them are repetitive and kind of connect with one another, but I mean, it definitely makes sense. I will say that the biggest one that I took from that is don't try to tell him what to do. Because as a man, if another man tries to do that pisses me off.
You gotta ask, like, can you please do this? You can't just say, you need to get your shit together or get out. You gotta be like, can you
That goes back to telling him what you want.
Yeah,
right.
You gotta. I think that's what it meant. Like, you gotta ask.
All 30 of those things boil down to communication. That's what it boils down to. Effective communication. If you can effectively communicate what it is that you want
without getting into
without
brawl about it.
Yeah. Then that's what it all boils down to.
Yeah.
Where did that article come from?
It was written by David R. Tavia.
And this is
on gayguys.com. Yeah. So shout out to you.
Shout out to you, man.
That was a good article. So I mean, the next topic that I want to kind of get into real quick, and we can kind of
Was that the game that you were talking about?
No, this is not the game. The game is an actual card game.
Okay, I never do it. I'm like, what the hell?
What? This is Justin
I'm like, I
Smollett.
thought we
I'll
was
show
winning.
this on the camera.
Oh,
No, I can't
no,
show this on the
please,
camera. No, I have. I'm not gonna say that because he might see this video. Hi, Justin. How you doing, boss? Let's talk about Empire real quick. Y'all want to talk about Empire?
What was the last thing that you was going?
What's rude?
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
Because yesterday, Bronx over here, Mr. Hector, we was going back and forth, and the topic of bringing alcohol to a function, if you're invited to a function, if you bring alcohol to the function, and then when you decide to leave that function, you take the alcohol with you, is that considered rude?
Yes.
Because I brought my BYOB. That's
BYOB. So Jeremy, go ahead. We haven't heard. Come on now. So if you brought some vodka over the night and then you take it back home, that's considered
that's rude. Vodka, that's rude. That's rude.
No, I mean, for me, I think that's rude because I just leave it. It's nothing serious. You know?
See, Jeremy.
Because he's not gonna
Jeremy comes over. He leaves his liquor
all the time.
but then he asks where it is when he comes back.
You did that tonight, though. You said, where's that Henny or something you
Right, no, I mean,
Do I have any? But he has his own
So
drinks.
I always bring it over.
Yeah, he has his own drinks. He drinks. What do you drink? Rum.
Rum, yeah.
Yeah, he loves rum. We don't drink rum in this household. So
Somebody drunk because it wasn't here when I got here.
no, you drank it on your birthday Sunday. Yeah. Okay.
So let me ask you, what do you think is something that someone does that's rude to you, Hector?
Rude to me? Not respecting someone's opinion is rude as fuck.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big problem.
That's rude.
That's a big problem that we have today in today's society. Everybody gives their opinion, and then we should,
But
change
don't want
laws.
to respect the next one's opinion.
We don't want to change laws.
And that's what we do within the Culture Club. So I think that's huge. Take Ron, what's something that's rude?
Something that's rude. Well, I'm gonna go from a event that happened this week. Is when someone sends a picture to you, a nude picture, and they don't warn you before they send a picture to you, or you don't even know them, and they just send a picture to you, and you got your phone up at work, and you just open it, and then this picture just pops up. I think that's rude.
All right.
That is rude.
Send it to me. It's rude. Send it to me.
That's rude.
All right.
And being a
Shit,
fact-
I mean, somebody was in your phone, like, shit, like,
that's rude.
Paris, what do you think is rude?
it's a lot of shit. It's rude.
Give me one thing.
Something that's
Send me
rude.
that big ass belly.
Someone brought through your phone. That's rude.
Oh. All right.
That's rude, right there.
Why are you looking at me?
Oh no, that's nothing. That's nothing like that.
I should know the
No,
password.
it's something like with your phone. Like that's rude.
So that's touche. Okay, so let's just say for just general purposes, if your boo has your password, then that means you give him the right to go through your phone.
Right.
No.
That's
Yes.
right. Yes.
Yes.
No, it does not give you
Yes.
the right. It does not give you the
That is
right to
right.
go
Yes.
through the phone.
Password.
Yes.
Just because
So
you
what
know
do
the
you get a
password.
passcode for?
Well,
So,
first
of course,
and
like, when you
foremost,
fall
your dumb
asleep,
ass should have gave it to
he
him.
feed you that
But
NyQuil.
still-
Why is there a
But still, in
They'll give you
investigation,
that
delete
You'll be down all night. You'll be that NyQuil.
Just because it gives you the right to go through
Doesn't
his
mean you
phone
have to do
doesn't
it.
mean you
Doesn't mean
should
you
have
should
to
have
go.
Right.
Listen to what I said.
Right.
Just because it gives you the right to go through his phone does not mean you should.
Do everybody hear
have
him?
to.
Y'all hear him?
And just
Oh,
because
no,
you
nobody
have
hears.
on your phone doesn't mean that gives you the right
And it
to
goes
hide
back to
it.
one of those things of the 30 ways.
Okay, never
I'm
mind.
only as comfortable as you make me feel.
Exactly.
If you make me feel like I am him,
Right.
I have no reason to go through your phone at all.
Exactly.
You better go ahead and preach.
That's what
When
my
you
friend.
make me feel like I might be him, then I might need to go through your phone to see, well, bitch, I might.
Dwayne, what's rude to you?
To me, what's rude is, and this goes back to relationships. I guess I'm just stuck on that. But if I'm talking to you, and it's about a serious situation or whatever, and you don't respond to me because you're stuck in your ways, like if we're trying to build and better our relationship, respond to me. You understand what I'm saying? Even if it's something that you don't agree with, I think it's rude because it's like to me it's like if we have an understanding within this relationship, why are you treating me like this next ass nigga that's on the street that you don't have to respond to? You understand what I'm saying? But I'm trying to better the relationship. So to me, I think that's rude. You know, if we
can I attack you on that?
You definitely can go right ahead.
I'm the type of person, and maybe this is just the Leo within me, but I'm the type of person that if you've said something to me 50 times and you continuously do it, it's going to get to the point where I'm just going to be like, okay, I heard this 50 times ago, 49 times ago. I'm watching Empire right now, but you can go ahead and keep talking. But I want to see Taraji knock the hell out of Anika. So that's what I'm into right now. You know what I'm saying? But if it's, and that's just me.
But this is the thing though. What is the most important to you? For looking at some bullshit that you can watch later, or fixing something that can be taken care of immediately. You
I'm worried about
understand
my show right now
because it goes back to understanding your man. And I know you just said emotional, but if your man is an emotional individual, that's naturally who he is. Not saying that he's just trying to do that because he's trying to get on your nerves, but that's naturally who that person is. You have to know who it is that you're dealing with. Right. You feel me? And to me, I feel like that's rude as fuck for you to say, oh, I want to watch this show that's more important than trying to fix the situation that we have going on. That's rude as fuck.
I mean, yes,
it is rude. But
okay, yes, that's rude. But if you're taking 49 times to tell somebody to do something,
that's the thing.
At that point, it becomes annoying. At that point, if you're telling somebody to do something 49 times, at that point it becomes annoying. And it's like after the 5th or 6th time, it's like, okay,
that's too many times.
Why?
Because you should be able to come. That's number one.
Exactly.
And sometimes you may need a reinforcement. That's number two. After that, it is excessive, and at that point, you need to reevaluate your whole life.
Right.
Somebody told me
Yeah,
something that they didn't like about me, and on the second time, I was like, okay, wait, maybe this relationship is not meant what it's supposed to be, because this second time you just say, well, I don't feel where you're coming from, or you're not giving me the response that I was looking for. Okay, well, you shouldn't be so emotional where you saying everything. The only thing I can do is listen. I don't have to necessarily respond to you being emotional. You tell me about your feelings. You tell me about how your day went. I don't have to respond, especially if you keep coming back over and over and over. Yeah, so on the second time, I was like, you tell me that I'm not responding how you think I should respond.
But that's on a whole nother.
We have to be careful. We have to be careful of should statements. Should statements, they borderline the cognitive negative thinking.
Right.
Should statements, because when you start telling someone what they should do, it is received in the sense of you're trying to tell me what I need to be doing, and people.
But that's that whole point of not trying to control. Don't tell him what to do.
Right.
What's rude for you?
Not giving somebody your undivided attention.
Which is what he just said.
Yes.
Talking and texting on the phone.
Because I
do that. I do that. I'm what they call a multitasker. And so for me,
Wesley hit you with that interesting.
Talking and driving.
Yeah.
I'm calling him out on that.
Everybody says I say that a lot. Usually, when I say interesting, that means
you're not paying attention.
No, that means I am listening to you, but
he's tuned you out.
I'm doing other things at this particular point, because
he's thinking
that happens a lot
in his head.
Ain't no point in talking to him.
No, that happens a lot when we get into conversation and I've been on the phone with someone for an hour or 40 minutes. Okay, I'm the kind of person where a tweet could be potential money, an Instagram could be potential money, responding to an email could be potential money. So while I'm on the phone with you, I'm texting and tweeting and Instagramming and doing all this stuff to keep up with my dollars. So at the end of the day, okay, I've been on the phone with you for this long.
I gotta end that conversation.
No, because a lot of people like hearing my voice and they like talking to me, and I vice versa. So I'm not gonna be rude and disrespectful and be like, click, click.
Ooh.
Oh, you tried.
I like to keep using that word.
Wait a minute.
What single have you
really tried that? At the end of the day.
No, I like to keep it in the proper context.
At the end of the day, let me respond. Let me respond.
Go ahead, finish.
Because I'm going to clear it up real quick.
Right.
At this current point in time.
You're single.
Okay. I am 33 years of age. I am a Leo. I am sexy. I am all of that. At the end of the day, I am an individual that would love to be in a relationship, but currently, like I was saying, there are 1, 2, 3 individuals that want to be in a relationship with me right now. So I do have options. Okay, every month there's an option. Okay, but I'm not that type of person that will settle just for sake of saying, "Hey, everybody, I'm finally in a relationship. Love me now." That's not me. I want to find that person that I feel deserves all of me, and I deserve all of them. So, to your point, people do love to talk to me. People do love to be around me. It happens. And people do want to be in a relationship with me because I'm just that Leo right now. Okay? But I choose not to be with them. So to your point.
Okay.
Okay?
To my point of being single at this current point, I never negated the fact that whether you're by force or by choice. I never negated.
But that was a read. You know that was a read.
It was not.
Everybody up on here know that was a read.
It was not.
It was a
My
read.
point was the fact is you're single. You are single, and you're single to the point to where
Single
it's
to
like.
the point.
No, it is. I mean, but he's single, so therefore him talking because he's like, well, I'm talking to somebody and you know, I got potential money by tweets and Instagram, whatever. If that is the case, and if that's where your mind is, and you're on a phone with someone, I think that is rude as hell. Why don't you end that conversation? Because clearly you're about your money at this point, and not about a social interaction with someone. So therefore, end that conversation. Pick it up after you make your money. That's the only point at which I was making.
We didn't need the him in the back. The reason why I don't hang up the phone, and I'll do my route in a second. The reason why I don't hang up the phone is because to what I was saying about Dwayne and CC, they think I need to remain the cool, nice, loving kind of guy. I'm very nice. Once I say, okay, I gotta end this conversation, I'm done, then I'm rude and I'm inconsiderate and blah, blah, blah. So because people are very sensitive, I choose not to do that.
My question, that's out of my personal question, because I'm the love guy of the, you know, that's just me. I'm just all about love and all this other stuff.
Back talk, please.
But why is it so easy for people to be so hatred? But when somebody's all about love, people are looking at them crazy like, what do you mean? Whatever. But don't forget, before you was hatred, before you had all the hatred in your heart, you was all about love. You understand what I'm saying? Until you were tainted by something that made you change your ways. And now you were so upset about being, you know what I'm saying, loved by somebody. So now you feel like you said earlier, oh, why is it that somebody has to be mean as fuck to you in order for you to love them, in order for you to get their attention?
Wow.
Versus somebody that's actually trying to show you that, hey, if there is somebody out there that is worth being that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we have to go through the cycle. We have to go through being heard and, you know what I'm saying, going through all
because that's how you appreciate the love.
Exactly. So that's.
But you have to mature to that point, though. Right. You have to mature to that point, and oftentimes we live in a society in which we want the microwave effect about everything. Be it your job, be it your education, be it your love life, be it your financial status. You know, we want everything. We are the instantaneous generation.
Exactly.
We really are. But we don't want to. We want to look at the process, but we don't appreciate the process.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is.
And so now we've got this whole big ordeal about, oh, there's not enough good men in the world. No, whatever. That's something that you mentally have going on within your own mind.
Well, not pointing the finger at me. That's my question.
No, not necessarily you, bro.
It's because you're dark.
But what I'm just saying is, as a whole, you understand what I'm saying?
We walk through.
I meet so many people.
Sorry.
The fact that in my past, I've been to a point where I was like, fuck this, fuck that, whatever. But you know what? I thank God for this, bro. Is the fact that I'm still able to be the person that I am today. You feel me? To be able to say, damn, I've been hurt, but at the end of the day, you still got to keep trucking. You can't give up about nothing, man. So.
And how old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh,
and so and for me, and even though that's a young age, I think that's a good age to feel the way that I feel still.
And that's why, honestly, and it was not like my really was not to like demean you or any way. It was just surprising coming from a person who was about to be 32 years old, and that's my mindset at 32.
Tried it. I love it because it's great me.
But for you to be at the age of 25 and to be standing firm in your beliefs and you know like who you are as a person at that age, wow, wow. That's really good, and I can really for that.
I appreciate that, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is. Honestly, I really don't know what it is, and I could be this hatred and this mean ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Who don't give a fuck about the next nigga that I can. Honestly, if I turn it on to be and it's going back to that.
That's why I'm still
Naturally, I'm not that individual, but trust and believe. If I want to be that way, I can. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact that I don't want to be like that because I've seen so many people that go through stuff like that, and at the end of the day, they're still not healed. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I'm healed. You know why? Because at the end of the day, bro, no matter how many times that I go through the hurt, it's always something better on the other end of the side. You feel me? No, definitely not. I'm not gonna cry. But I just want to reach out to people else that's like me at the end of the day. I don't have to be mean as fuck to the next individual because at the end of the day, I will give you the opportunity to show me who you are. And then after that, if you show me that, okay, damn, I need to be this individual towards you, then that's exactly what I'm going to give you. You feel me? So, I mean, it's all about what you pick and choose.
That place where you at, because I'm not there yet.
Yeah,
I've been so many times. I'm kind of just like, fuck everybody.
But you can't. But honestly though, you can't be like that. You can't be like fuck everybody because you know what? Everybody didn't wrong you. It was that one person that wronged you. But you have. But the truth of the matter is, you have to process. Anytime you're involved in a relationship, you have to take the time and sit by yourself, and you have to process that particular relationship, and you have to look at it for what it is, not for what you think love is, but look at it for what it is, what that person presented to you in regards to that relationship, what you brought and added to that relationship. You accept what it is that you brought and what you put out in that relationship, and at the end of the day,
what you learned,
it's like and what you learned from it exactly. Because at the end of the day, you have to look at well, you know what, I put this out there, and I accept my part in it, and that's the thing. Most of the time. Oftentimes, people don't accept the fact that they contributed to whatever it is was the true issue within that relationship.
Exactly.
I mean, I hear your mother love, but what I'm
I'm like, okay, it was
I understand what you're saying. That's not who I am, but that's where I am now. So that's not the person I am. I'm a loving, caring, giving person. But I am, asshole. But I'm at a point now. I'm just because when you've been screwed so much, and you know what you put in the relationship. If that's
let them finish.
You have to start letting people screw you.
Do y'all want to play this this Culture Clubb?
You do.
This Culture Clubb game.
I am. Yeah.
Girls.
On the last video, we did choose one, and it was a heated situation between the two lovebirds that we had on the couch because Dwayne is in the background. Some of y'all was shouting out Dwayne. Dwayne is in the background. Dwayne was getting it in with the truth or dare situations. And some of y'all were saying that it was very cookie cutter and how we played the game. So I don't know if you guys know of King's Court or King's Cup, whatever it's called. It's the card game where each numeric value on the card holds a dare or something to do. So I decided to make one up for the Culture Clubb. Everyone has drawn a card. The penalty to not getting any of the values right is a shot.
So where's the bottle?
It's over there
Bottle
somewhere.
needs to be.
never would have made it out.
It's not the camera.
I got shots. You look at me.
You got shot last week?
What? You got shot. I'm the bottle right there. Are you? I'm down.
Yeah, it'll be down. Yeah, it'll be down. So is everybody willing to play?
Yes.
It's a trick. There's some
We'll
trivia.
make this a friendly shot game. So we have strawberry shots.
Interesting.
But if you want a regular shot,
Where did that just come from? Martha Stewart came by. All right. But this is a test of a little bit of truth and dare, a little bit of trivia.
So what's the rules?
I'm gonna tell you, each value has its own rules, and I'll read it out to you.
Okay.
But there's gonna be it's a little bit of everything in this particular game. So we'll start off with you and go left all the way through. What is your value on your card? Oh wait, before you do that, I need this personal blunt and bold. Sorry, I need everybody to say their sexual position.
What?
Yes.
Team top.
Wait, go ahead. So that's your score and you sticking with it.
And that's what I'm sticking to.
Okay. What's your sexual role, Andre?
For all the viewers out there. I'm a bottom, by the way. Whatever.
Go ahead. What's your role, Andre? Huh?
VC.
It's bottom verse or top.
What's that? That's
The middle verse.
Okay.
Verse.
Okay.
Top.
Okay.
Bye.
Verse.
Okay.
Top.
Okay.
Verse.
Okay. And I'm verse. So I need y'all to remember that the only bottom is this one.
Whoa.
That's
Okay.
team top right there. What's you?
No, he corrected it under his breath. Under his breath, he corrected it. And then you need to know all the verses and all the tops, because the cards have different values on it.
And
this would die. We're about to get to the nitty gritty.
Top I'm really talking to you.
Okay, so read your value on your card. It's a jack. So find what it says on jack.
You have to read it. Just read it.
All versatiles. If you are versatile, you are exempt from any rules for one round. If not, you have to take a shot.
Thank you.
And you are not a versatile, so you have to take a shot.
Take a shot, boo. And he got to take a shot too.
It says
It's just
you're exempt from all rules. What's the rules though? There are no rules.
no. For every value,
And
there's a
you look,
specific
you ready
rule
to
that can be applied to it.
Seriously.
So if he was true indeed a versatile, then he would be exempt of all everybody's rules.
What's the rule?
You won't know until you get your card.
There hasn't been a rule.
Listen to them. Play the game. Listen to alcohol. So you have to take a shot because you aren't versatile.
Okay, that's fine. What am I taking?
He'll tell you.
Right there.
You don't worry about it.
Y'all have my car keys?
And that's also the camera.
No, I understand what.
Andreas, what's your card?
It's a queen, honey.
Yeah, but it's
Queen is all bottoms. If you are a bottom, you obviously run shit. You get to make someone your bitch. If not, take a shot. And you are not a bottom. You said that you are verse, so you must take a shot.
Oh, me?
No, it says you get to make somebody your bitch.
If he was a bottom. It says all bottoms.
Did you say Trey?
Oh, that's not me. I guess shot it is, honey.
All right, grab the shot.
Do I put it down here?
No, yeah, place it down right now.
You grab a shot.
Le scissor, le bon ton.
So what do you grab a shot for?
Because he's not a bottom. What's the value on your card? King. It's for a top. You yourself are not a top, so you must take a shot.
See, I don't like all these.
Hold on.
Stop.
If he's not the card,
I don't like this.
Yeah, if he was a top,
I don't like
then
this.
The cards.
You set this up. Did you shuffle those cards before you passed them?
I didn't shuffle them up.
Oh,
No, I didn't
okay.
shuffle.
See,
But it's too late now. He took a shot.
It's
What's
my
your
ex
value?
turn.
A king.
How did I make up my card?
And he said, what did he say he was?
He was a top.
He said he was a top. So the top is, if you are a top, you have the power to take over someone's card and turn it on them for one round. If not, take a shot. So you are a top. So basically that means
Who's a top?
that any...
Why you gotta go this way?
So any other value that comes up, like if it's a penalty that they try to apply to you, basically you're exempt from anything that comes up after this point until we get back to you and then you draw your next
Is that what
card.
it says?
I read it. What's your value?
Bottoms.
Oh, so you're not a bottom, so you must take a shot. Everybody got all the suits.
Well, I'm bottom night. I thought they could shot. I already got to take a shot?
Yeah. What's your value?
It's crazy.
Everybody getting all of the.
It's not even porn.
He's
It's Jello.
trained.
No, it's not a. It's a
That's
jello.
You
It's
said-
a jello shot.
You said you were a top.
These are jello shots.
So that's for versatile.
That's
So
what you
since
say.
you're not versatile, you have to
Give
take a
it
shot.
It'd be good, huh?
What's your value?
Mine is a 10.
Okay.
A 10 is give the person to the left $10 or take a shot.
Hey?
Okay, let me pull up my pay card. Fuck that, give me a shot.
What was yours?
My boyfriend don't get money from me. What the fuck? I'm gonna get somebody else money.
And you alone.
Mine is 9. It says spell me. Ask the person of your choice to spell a word. If they get it right, you take a shot. If they get it wrong, they take a shot.
That's some bullshit.
Wow.
It better not be like Tyrannosaurus.
Paris. Spell libido.
Libido?
Y'all can't help them. Y'all can't say shit.
Libido.
Spell libido.
Can I get a definition?
Don't say shit over
Can I
here.
get a
y'all.
definition?
Origin.
No.
What is libido?
You should know what it is.
Libido. What the fuck?
Phonetically spell it.
Spell libido.
Is that the city in Florida?
Did you say is that the city in Florida?
Libido is
TT. Oh.
usually
Oh, you gonna be the director? You got enough online?
For you, Wes.
Libido for you cute.
Go ahead, spell it. You told him how to spell it, Dwayne.
No, I didn't.
Right.
Go ahead. You got 5 seconds.
Libido.
5.
LABETTO.
No.
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 Give us the right word to spell it.
LIBIDO.
Okay, take a shot.
What is the definition of
Say it,
libido?
Dwayne. He didn't pronounce the
Hold on,
word.
let him finish.
What's the definition?
Libido.
Your sexual instinct or your sexual
I never heard of libido.
Thank you, Dwayne. Take that shot. Take that shot. Just go ahead and take a shot.
What's the how you spell libido?
He said it. LIBIDO.
Wait a minute, this also about the way you pronounce that motherfucker too, because it don't sound like you said.
Like I said, is that one of the
You see
cities
what I'm saying? Like the
in Florida? We have a Libido, Florida.
No.
Florida.
Number 8 is a special drink. Make a special drink for someone to swallow.
Ooh.
It can be of anything.
TC.
You have that power.
Anything?
I got some crown up there. Got some crown.
Who does it go to?
Whoever
Cocoa.
wanted to on this panel.
Okay. Don't play with me.
Some baking soda.
Oh, yes.
Nothing
Baking soda.
Nothing that'll
Baking
kill
soda.
anybody. Let's not kill anybody.
Okay. I'll fix it. You want to keep going?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Don't give it to me.
Oh wow.
Copper Park. Take
Well, I keep a whole stock.
What's the
All my
value?
hoses on us. Just know
West.
that.
Anybody that know me, I keep a
I'm
can
a
full.
7.
Imagine.
7 of diamonds.
We got some peppermint schnapps in there.
A 7.
Strawberries are good.
You volunteering.
7 is multiples of 7. So there is also a rule in King's Court where the group has to count, and at every multiple of a 7, you have to say I like, but it has to be 3 words. So if it's I like dogs, that's 3 words. Okay, it can't be I like the way people make me feel. So it has to be 3 words at every 7th multiple.
Roger.
Starting with you.
That's adding up,
Are
right?
you gonna keep up?
Okay.
It's
One.
your own.
You add up right to 7.
So you're 1.
I'm lost.
2.
So you got to
You gotta count.
2.
3.
4, 5,
6.
I like dogs.
8.
1. Right? Didn't
Hey,
No,
nine.
you messed up. You messed up.
10. You can go then 14.
No, he messed up. He messed up.
Not good.
Oh, we had to explain.
I mean, it's not real.
A lot of people want to count. Yeah, no,
It's the Bronx. That happens. It's the Bronx. So we'll start that.
Count.
We'll start that over.
All right, so you're 8.
Counted.
1.
2. How did that 1?
No, start over.
1.
2.
3.
4, 5.
6.
I like dogs.
It's gonna keep falling.
It's gonna keep falling on me.
Yeah,
You need to come over here.
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah.
But
it's still gonna
doesn't
fall
it go
you,
on
though.
throughout the game?
Oh no, it's gonna fall on.
No, it's until
I
somebody
think
messes
that
up.
goes on throughout the game. Who are you giving that to?
Who you giving it to? But you gotta give it away.
Is that my good
I
salt?
like that.
Is that my good salt?
That's your good salt.
Yes.
What's a good
She
song?
look good.
Oh, you use my fine grain. I can't use that.
Uh-oh.
Or we can let's do or you can choose this other one for 7. Repeat this. After everything's spoken, they must repeat this or take a shot. So you have to come up with something. So every time I speak a word and I finish, I have to say whatever it is that you want the panel to say. So if it says, Andreas is hot. So I can be like, hey, Dwayne, how you doing? Andreas is hot. Every sentence I finish has to be what you say.
Okay.
Instead of the multiples of 7. So you have the options.
Okay, so I want you guys to pay attention. Miss Cookie Tookie.
What's that?
So every
He already messing up Cookie
every
Tookie.
7 person has to say Cookie Tookie?
No, every time you speak, you have to say Cookie Tookie after you finish Cookie Tookie.
Cookie Tookie. Explain yourself, Cookie Tookie.
What's his card? What's your card? Cookie Tookie.
My card is 6, Cookie Tookie.
I'm gonna explain to y'all what 6 is, Cookie Tookie.
Tell us what 6 is, you Cookie Tookie.
Touch me. Everyone has to touch the person to their right. First person to let go takes a shot, Cookie Tookie. So director, who's that for, Cookie Tookie?
I'm sure.
Was it Dwayne or Andreas? It was Dwayne or Andreas. That was the last person to touch the person to the right.
Whoever got their hand on somebody.
The last person to touch the person to the right.
So it's Dwayne. The director's called it Cookie Tookie.
No, because
It was Jeremy.
just said Dwayne.
I think it was either Dwayne or
It was
Andreas.
between me and Dwayne.
It was Dwayne, Cookie Tookie.
So basically, at this point, Cookie Tookie, both TC and Dwayne need to take a shot, Cookie Tookie, because TC didn't say Cookie Tookie after what he been saying, Cookie Tookie, and Dwayne, you failed, Cookie Tookie.
I bet you when you look at that video, Cookie Tookie, your ass. Your ass gonna find out.
So let's pass the shot. Let's pass the shot to Cookie Tookie.
That's fine.
So Tehran, what's going on? The Cookie Tookie rule is over now.
Get up.
It's fine.
It's over.
Number
It's over
5.
now because I messed up.
I'm so glad.
Number 5 is smart kid. Ask someone a question. If they get it wrong, they take a shot. If they get it right, you take the shot.
Oh.
Wise guy.
Damn.
It's body cream cheese.
Question. Dwayne, name all the 7 continents.
Oh.
Hold on, let me.
Just so
Hey, look that. Shame on.
We're not gonna jump on the 7
You can't help him. You can't help him.
I ain't never heard of that. Give me this shot.
Hold on.
Song for that.
So the director's gonna pull up the 7 continents. Next call. Paris.
Oh, no me?
Yeah.
All right. I can name the countries.
In case you want to get right.
I don't want to say the right.
Continents.
What's
This one?
The land.
What's the value?
That's 4.
4. 4 is
What the fuck?
4 is 2 plus 2. Ask 2 people 2 truths.
Oh.
The response has to be a yes or no answer.
Don't ask me
Okay.
shit.
Okay. Wes. Have you? Okay. No. Okay.
Yes.
Have you ever been none on your face? No.
Yes or no? Yes
No,
or
I'm
no?
thinking.
You
Oh, that we don't know.
gotta think about it.
That was like,
Yeah, that was amazing holiday.
No.
No. Yeah. What's my second truth? You gotta ask me 2.
No. I guess my.
No, it's
No,
2
okay.
plus 2. It's 2
fucked up.
people. You
I wanna
gotta
ask
ask me
2
2.
people, yes.
That's 2
2.
people.
You gotta ask me 2.
Oh, okay.
And then you gotta ask another
that's
person
2.
2. That's 4. 2 plus
the
2.
truth. What's the craziest place you ever had sex at?
It's a yes or no response that I gotta give.
Damn. Ever smoke weed?
Duh. Yes.
You. Have you heard dirty butt?
Dirty butt. What is dirty butt?
Dirty butt.
Oh, what's that? I already know.
Hold on, is that painting or musty?
Both.
It's all
No,
of the
it's
above.
different. Must is different than
He was
painting.
like this.
It's a different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what was that?
So,
Painting.
painting
One
and
more
dirty
question. Go ahead.
Have you been
Have you ever heard? Have you ever been gay? Are you gay?
That's obvious. That's obvious.
Go ahead. What's your value? Go ahead.
I have number 3 down.
You're gay?
Oh my god.
I didn't even know it was gay.
I plead the fifth.
Three is everyone has to say a 3-letter word in sync, starting with Dwayne, going all the way through. Everyone has to say a 3-letter word.
Together.
If you mess
Does
up,
it matter?
no, not together.
Does it
It's
matter?
1, 2, 3.
It doesn't matter what it is.
It just doesn't matter as long as it's an actual 3-letter word.
You ready?
Go ahead, Dwayne.
Sex.
Cat.
Dog. Shot.
Because I thought we were going around this way.
No.
it's coming
Pay attention.
It was coming your way.
Go ahead, take that shot.
Take a shot.
You
What's
need
your
to
value?
No, he need more. He need
You need to get that elementary thing where they
That
value
mineral.
their
What's your value?
But no, in all honesty, I was thinking about a 3-syllable.
2 is deuces up. So first one to drop hand takes a shot. So you got to put your left or right hand deuces up and keep it up.
Yo, that's my word. Man, how many mics does it take to get the center of the top? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy out here, you know what I mean? Yo, BX.